Those are sort of like stuff that we believe that will be part of this journey of making things a little bit easier. Hi, Mackenzie here from Blockchain Founders Fund. So Blockchain Founders Fund is actually a Web3 early stage VC, where we predominantly invested into Web3 or blockchain related companies. We are based in Singapore, but we do global deals. So we are currently deploying out of our second fund that our first closed last year. It's a 75 million fund, and we actually have been investing. Last year itself, we did about 48 companies investments, and then obviously we're always on the lookout for early stage projects. So that at that point of time, I was actually still studying. So I actually was doing my university, my degree in Australia, Melbourne. At that point of time, I was just trying to think, just about the whole digital currency and about like the cross-border payment. And I think, from a few friends, sort of heard about this thing called Bitcoin, right? BTC now we call it. Those are just sort of like how I managed to get myself in to the Web3 space, and obviously a bit more, I would say, touch base on like cryptocurrency. But I think the one thing here that I would like to share is if I have the vision and hold on Bitcoins, then maybe things are a bit different now. I first look at Web3, it's sort of like look into around like decentralization, right? And also like permissionless interoperability and stuff. If I can put it simply in one word, it's just getting accessibility to more people, right? So I think the statement that we kind of looked at here is onboarding the masses. I think that's sort of like where I kind of like looked at from a Web3 perspective. So yeah. Web3 come a long way, right? If you looked at, the ICO days, it's all a couple of years ago. I think we have actually seen through a cycle, of like a bull and bear. Definitely infrastructure as well. Like you can look at dev tooling, look at like AA wallets. Those are sort of like stuff that, we believe that will be part of this journey of making things a little bit easier. If you look at DeFi as well, typically how do I look at it is like the background of most ecosystem, right? So let's say if you look at lending protocols, you look at like LSDFi and different stuff. So this basically builds the background of ecosystem. It could be like app stores, it could be anything. Personally, I'm just a bit more outdoor. So I mean, I've done things like scuba diving, soccer, just basically things that's a bit more adventurous, I would say. But obviously, as the age comes by, I just trying to be a bit more, I would say, toned down a little bit. Probably reading a bit more. I play a bit of golf as well. Soccer, things that's like less impact on like the whole body and joints. So yeah, you got it there. Yeah. There's one that really, if you can consider it as a fruit, acai berry. And that's one of the few things that I always go and look for when I'm in a foreign country. So like, in Bali, the Philippines, I'm just trying to see if there's any like acai sort of like shakes and stuff. But yeah, to infinity.